Hey guys, this is Mark Steele, real estate broker. Thank you for tuning into this very impromptu video for my Frequently Asked Friday segment. Now I'm doing this video live because I've been getting a lot of questions regarding real estate investment, and I figure the information is a lot more than I can put into a 1 minute video that I would normally post on Instagram for my Frequently Asked Fridays or my Quick Tip Tuesdays. So I'm doing this video for you now. Like I said, it's impromptu. I didn't plan anything for it, so I'll get more into detail over the next coming weeks regarding real estate investment. I've got a lot of questions regarding it, which is fantastic, so thank you all for that. But again, I'm doing this video to cover two questions that I've gotten the most often. The first one is, what's the difference between residential real estate investment and commercial real estate investment? And the second question that I've been getting a lot of is, how do I get started in real estate investment if I don't have a lot of money saved for a down payment? All right, so we'll get to the first one first, difference between residential and commercial real estate. So in terms of investing, a residential investment property is going to be anywhere from 1 to 4 livable units. So if it's 1 unit, it'll be a single family home. If it's 2 units, it'll be a duplex. If it's 3 units, it'll be a triplex. And if it's 4 units, it'll be a quadplex, you can call it, or a 4-unit home. Now anything more than that, 5 units plus, is going to be considered a commercial property, a commercial investment property, okay? So that could be 5 units, all the way up to 100, 200 units, apartment buildings, and that kind of thing. So in terms of the financing part of it, with a residential investment property, if you're living in one of the units, the down payment can be as low as 5%, or it could be as high as 20%. You could put even more if you wanted to, which is better for your monthly cash flow, which we'll get into in the future weeks. But in terms of minimum requirements, you'll need between 5 and 20%. Now, what if you're not living in the property as one of the residents, as one of maybe 4 units in the property? Then you're going to need 20% at least. All right, so for investment property, residential, if you're not living in the unit, in the property, you're going to need 20% down. Now with commercial, you don't have that same leeway. If you live in one of the commercial units in one of the apartments in your apartment building, for example, you're not going to get that same 5% requirement. You're going to be paying commercial mortgage rates. So that'll be different. I'll get into that in the future weeks as well. There's a lot of finances, a lot of numbers to go through, which I look forward to covering with you over the next little while, okay? Now, question number 2, how do I get started in real estate investing if I don't have a lot of money saved? And there are a couple of ways you can do this as well. Now, I know for some of you, you've been saving for your own properties. Maybe you're renting right now or living with your family or some friends, and you've been saving to buy your own house. Consider putting that same money that you save for a house into maybe a duplex or a triplex. And like I mentioned, you could live in one of the units. Some people call this house hacking, in which the residents of the other 2 units or the other 3 units are actually paying the mortgage down for you. So you're essentially living for free as well as still making profit every single month. Or the next option is to find a group of investors to pool all of your money together and buy your property, and you'd all share in the profits and the revenues of that home. All right, so for residential properties, this is one of the best strategies, either living in the house yourself as one of the, residents of the property with the other tenants as well. So you're going to be an on-site landlord, or finding a couple of friends to pool your money together and invest in one property all at the same time. Again, this method, you'll be sharing some of the profits. You'll also be sharing some of the losses if that does happen. If you decide to sell the property as one of your exit strategies in a few years, then again, you'd all share in the revenues of that. And in terms of commercial real estate, the same thing applies. One of the best ways to get involved is to pool your finances with a group of people with like minds, people that are also investors who want to make some money, some profit off of the real estate market. And one of the best ways to do that is to invest in large properties. So I have a couple that I found here through my email. Every month, every day I should say, I receive emails with updates on the residential as well as commercial investment spaces. So I can share a couple of those with you if my email decides to work. Let me see if I can share the screen here for you. Once I can shift this over. All right, I'll get this figured out. Like I said, this is an impromptu video, okay? Some quick information for you, but I'll have it all prepared for you next time. Every day I get information for residential investment properties as well as commercial. So I see the good deals. I see some of the best properties to invest in to have a very good chance of my clients making the best returns with their money. Okay, so we'll get into that over the coming weeks as well. I've gotten a lot of questions regarding real estate investment. So again, thank you all for your interest. This is one of the best ways to increase your wealth and to escape the 9 to 5 grind. If you enjoy working in an office, fantastic. Nothing against you. Real estate is just another way to enhance your income every single month. So you have the option to retire sooner or continue working if you'd like. But I think what we all want in this life is options. We want the freedom to choose what we want to do. And I firmly believe real estate's the best way to get into that, okay? So if you have any more questions regarding real estate investment, please feel free to get in touch with me and I'll make sure to do more of these live videos so you can interact with me and learn more about the industry in general. And until then, that's about it. So again, the first question, difference between residential and commercial investment properties. Residential is 1 to 4 units, and for down payment, you'll need between 5–20%. And commercial properties are 5 units plus. It's going to be 5 to 100, 5 to 200, whatever that range is. Anything over 5 units is a commercial property. And your down payments will be 20% and over, okay? Again, the more down payment you put down on a property, the more your returns are going to be every single month when you're considering your revenues versus your expenses, all right? And how to get started in investment is for a residential property, 1 to 4 units. You can consider living in one of the units that you purchase. And so you'll be in unit number 1 and there'll be 3 tenants living with you. But that way they're paying your mortgage down every single month and you're essentially living for free. Okay, in terms of commercial properties, the bigger ones, it helps to have a group of investors working with you. Everyone pools their money together. They all have similar mindsets in terms of keeping the money in the real estate property, letting it ride for 3, 4, 5 years, possibly even longer, and then working with a realtor like myself who will do all the due diligence for you, make sure that the area is good for residential property or investment property, make sure that you're going to see returns on your money every single month. You're going to be getting checks every single month from this property, and someone, again, like myself, will facilitate an exit strategy for you, increasing the rents for your tenants every year, reviewing the market, making sure that when you exit this property, when you decide to sell individually or with your group, you're going to see a return on your property, okay? So again, this has been the start of many videos to come regarding investment properties, residential as well as commercial. If you have any questions, let me know. I am Mark Steele, your real estate broker. Solid foundation will give you solid results. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.